Hello again, everybody. This is John with BestPriceNutrition.com. Today here I'm talking to you guys about rice protein. You're starting to see it more and more powders specifically. And what it is it's the protein from rice. Rice is typically thought as a carbohydrate, but you can use it as a source of protein as well, because there's obviously protein in rice, and what they do with the powder is it's enzymatically separated from the carbohydrate portion and made into a powder. Now, specifically rice protein, it is considered vegetarian, so that's, a lot of people who are using it, are those that are avoiding meat and dairy. Also, you're starting to see it in some of the whey, egg, casein blended proteins, and people are asking, well, why is rice protein in there? And the reality is it's because it's cheaper. It comes down to economics, because the whey protein market and casein as well, for that matter, has kind of been up and down a lot because it's affected by a lot of variables in the economy. Because, for instance, corn prices go up, and that's feed for cows, sometimes used in dairy. There's also other factors such as demand for cheese, plus worldwide demand coming up. So that's why sometimes you're going to see rice protein in some of those protein powders. Now, as a protein itself, it is a complete protein, meaning it does have all 9 essential amino acids. Its strengths are that it's high in sulfur-containing amino acids such as methionine and cysteine. However, it's low in lysine. So often when you look at a lot of like the vegetarian or vegan protein sources, you're going to see that rice protein is going to be used in there, but there's also going to be the pea protein, which is the complete opposite. It's actually lacking in some of the sulfur-containing amino acids, but it's rich in lysine. So usually with your vegetarian protein sources, you need to get a couple different sources, at least 2. Sometimes you're going to see more than just rice or pea to make it a better protein, a better amino acid profile. Whereas something like whey or casein in and of itself is going to have a pretty strong amino acid profile in terms of those of us concerned with building muscle and things like that, because they're rich in BCAAs. Other questions we get are about gluten. It's usually going to be gluten-free, so that's nothing to worry about. Rice is not wheat, so you don't have to worry about that. I mentioned it's a complete protein. That's pretty much covers it in terms of rice protein. Something to consider too is if you tried it in the past, it was probably pretty bitter, almost along the lines of like a whey hydrolysate. However, they've gotten better at flavoring it, and as I said, sometimes when it's combined with something like pea protein or some of the other vegetarian sources of protein, they tend to balance it out and make it a little less chalky and things like that. So that's something else to consider. I think we answered all your questions on that. If you guys have any others, just go ahead and post them in the comments section. More than happy to answer them. Also, you can check us out at facebook.com/bestpricenutrition. Thanks for watching.